Don't be nice to narcissists, lest they bow down to you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Narcissist Exposed channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as intriguing as it is important. Don't be nice to narcissists, lest they bow down to you. It's something we need to talk about because whether we realize it or not, many of us have crossed paths with a narcissist at some point in our lives, and the way we handle these encounters can make a big difference in our own mental health and well-being. Now, when we hear the term narcissist, we might picture someone who's just a little too in love with themselves, maybe a person who takes a lot of selfies or talks a lot about their achievements. But narcissism goes much deeper than that. It's a personality disorder characterized by a long-standing pattern of grandiosity, an overwhelming need for admiration, and, often, a lack of empathy for others. People with narcissistic tendencies often have a sense of entitlement, believing they deserve special treatment and admiration without necessarily having done anything to earn it. It's natural to want to be nice to people, to get along, and to avoid conflict. But when it comes to dealing with narcissists, playing nice can sometimes backfire. Let's dive into why that is. Narcissists and niceness, a dangerous combination. Being nice is generally a good thing. It makes social interactions smoother, helps build friendships, and fosters a sense of community. However, when it comes to narcissists, your kindness can be mistaken for weakness. Narcissists are often on the lookout for people they can manipulate to serve their own needs. When you're nice to them, they may see it as an opportunity to exploit you rather than as an expression of goodwill. Narcissists thrive on attention and admiration. They have a knack for sensing who might be willing to give them what they want. They're like hunters, always on the lookout for their next source of supply. And what better supply than a nice, accommodating person who's willing to go the extra mile to make others happy? When you're nice to a narcissist, they may start to expect special treatment from you. They might demand more of your time, energy, and attention, all while giving little or nothing in return. They may use guilt or manipulation to keep you hooked, knowing that your kind nature makes you less likely to push back. Why niceness doesn't work with narcissists. One of the biggest challenges with narcissists is that they don't play by the same rules as everyone else. Most people understand that relationships are about give and take, but narcissists are often focused solely on what they can get. Your kindness won't be met with gratitude, it will be met with more demands. This is because narcissists often have an inflated sense of their own importance and feel entitled to special treatment. When you're consistently nice to a narcissist, you're reinforcing their belief that they deserve to be treated as special. This can lead to a sense of superiority on their part, making them even more difficult to deal with. They may start to see you as someone who exists solely to meet their needs. And they won't hesitate to take advantage of you. Furthermore, niceness can sometimes be mistaken for submissiveness. Narcissists are often drawn to people who they believe they can control or dominate. If they see you as someone who's overly accommodating, they may start to test the boundaries to see how far they can push you. They might begin with small requests or favors, but over time, these can escalate into bigger demands. And because you've been nice up to this point, you may find it difficult to say no. Even when the demands become unreasonable. The power of boundaries. So, what should you do when you find yourself dealing with a narcissist? The key is to set clear, firm boundaries. Narcissists don't like boundaries because they limit their ability to manipulate and control others. But boundaries are essential for protecting your own well-being. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being rude or confrontational. It simply means being clear about what you're willing to accept and what you're not. For example, If a narcissist tries to monopolize your time, you can let them know that you have other commitments and can't always be available at their beck and call. If they try to make unreasonable demands, you can calmly but firmly let them know that you're not able to meet those demands. It's important to stick to your boundaries even when the narcissist tries to push back, as they often will. Narcissists are used to getting their way, and when they encounter resistance, they may try to guilt-trip you or make you feel bad for not accommodating them. They may accuse you of being selfish or uncaring. But remember, setting boundaries is not about being mean, it's about taking care of yourself. Don't feed the ego. Another important thing to keep in mind when dealing with narcissists is to avoid feeding their ego. Narcissists thrive on praise and admiration, so it's important not to give them more of it than is necessary. This doesn't mean you have to be rude or withholding. It just means being mindful of how much attention and praise you're giving them. If a narcissist constantly seeks compliments or validation, try to steer the conversation away from them. Instead, focus on topics that don't center around their achievements or appearance. You can also use neutral responses that acknowledge their statements without feeding into their need for admiration. For example, if a narcissist boasts about a recent accomplishment, you can simply say, "That's interesting," rather than showering them with praise. Self-care and support. Dealing with narcissists can be emotionally draining, so it's important to take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Surround yourself with supportive people who understand what you're going through and can offer encouragement and advice. Sometimes, it may be necessary to distance yourself from the narcissist, especially if the relationship is taking a toll on your mental health. This can be difficult, especially if the narcissist is a family member, friend, or coworker, but your well-being must come first. Remember, it's okay to put yourself first and protect your own mental health. Dealing with narcissists is never easy, and being nice to them can often do more harm than good. By setting boundaries, avoiding feeding their ego, and taking care of yourself, you can protect yourself from the negative effects of narcissistic behavior. Remember, it's not your job to fix or change a narcissist. Your job is to take care of yourself and ensure that you're not being taken advantage of. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. See you in the next video.